Hi there, welcome back. Okay, now about 2 months ago I started a little chemistry experiment by putting a motorcycle chain, a reasonably good condition motorcycle chain, in this box full of distilled white vinegar. Now as you can see from looking at it when it went in, the chain was a little bit dirty and a little bit greasy, and in its natural state exactly as it came off the bike. And pouring in on the top, as you can see, is distilled white vinegar. Absolutely clear, absolutely clean. So here we are. Fast forward 7 weeks, that was the 14th of January I put that on, so what, 8 weeks ago. 8 weeks ago I did that, and this is what it looks like today. Oh my God, check that out. Now I think you'll agree that looks equally as bad as the deeply rusted chain that I did slightly before that. That was a 1930s heavily rusted old steel chain, and it came out looking like a burnt lasagna, and that pretty much is just as bad. But this wasn't a deeply rusted 1930s chain, this was a modern motorcycle chain. And I wanted to see, for a couple of reasons, the whole purpose of this experiment was to see what the white vinegar would do to it over a longer period of time. Because many of you, when you saw the video on that rusted chain, said, can I use it on my motorcycle chain and will it hurt the rubbers? Well, I don't know was the answer to that question, so I thought I would find out. And it's not going to tell you in the first few weeks. In the first few weeks this was still white. It took about 3 weeks, maybe 4, till it started gassing and little bubbles were coming off it. And then after 5 or 6 weeks I started to see this crust appear, so I've left it now for full 2 months, and this is the result, a proper burnt lasagna again. So let's get it out of there, let's see what it looks like today, get it washed off, and then with some proper parts cleaning fluid I'll get it right back to where it is today, because I want to see whether this vinegar over 2 months has actually killed the rubbers in there, the little chain rubbers, and therefore that answers the question whether you can use vinegar to get rust off your motorcycle chain or not. Let's have a look. Right, first of all, just some mild soapy water to get the vinegar off. Okay, right. Now that's a rare thing, an absolutely spotlessly clean and bone dry motorcycle chain. And the results are quite remarkable. But questions answered first. The first and biggest question was, does the vinegar, over the course of time that you're using in order to remove the rust, does it ruin the little rubbers in there that hold the sealant or the lubricant in place? So let's pull one of the links apart, take those rubbers out and see what state they're in after 2 months in clear white vinegar. Let's get one of those undone. So there we are, absolute results, fantastic, look at that, superb, spotlessly clean, all the rust gone, fabulous. But there's a problem, and that is that this is as rough as a bear's ass. It really is. The metal there was all shiny. You know what a chain's like? If you rub a clean chain, all that metal in there, all those little rollers, they're all nice and smooth and shiny because they rub against the sprocket and so on, but not anymore, they're not. That 8 weeks in that vinegar has made them all rough, like they've been bead blasted. So there is definitely some form of damage has been done to the long-term integrity of the metal. Now, whether it's because they were rusty and the rust has been removed and left behind a kind of pock-marked finish, I don't know, but one way or another, that chain is rough now and sandy feeling. I would never use that on a bike again. The rubbers weren't affected. I think that was one of the questions, clearly. They're all great. I took pliers to break them. That's fine, but that's not really the issue, is it? It's definitely damaged the metal. It's etched into that metal somehow. And as much as it looks nice and shiny and grey and one colour, which is what I wanted for what I'm going to do with this, it's no good for back on a bike now. That is it. So absolutely not. If you're thinking of asking the question, or if you're thinking of using vinegar, white distilled vinegar to clean a chain that's going on a motorcycle, I would absolutely not do it. It is not advisable at all, purely because you can see it has eaten into the chain and that will breach its strength. Also, the other side of it, if this is all rough and it's going to rub on sprockets, that's going to get hotter and it's going to cause excessive wear and potentially break. So really, really please don't go there. Don't do this to your chain if you're going to put it on the bike. This isn't going on a bike though. This is going to become part of a sculpture. So let's give it a little bit more of a clean up and then I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do with it. Got some fun plans for this. Right, so what's all this really about? Obviously now I've got, what, 5 feet of chain there, 3 discs, sprockets, I've got lots of materials now, plus that amazing twisted steel that I made yesterday with my friend Kai, and between all of that, I'm going to make some helmet stands. I'm just going to step back from the fighter build for just a minute, make some cool stuff, get it on eBay, get it sold, just enjoy that for a minute, get back into being creative before I then finally attack the tailpiece on the bike, because that is going to be the crowning glory of the motorcycle, purely because I think with the belly pan, the nose cone, everything else, they were inspirational. The tail, yes, I've shelved that. I want to make that back end look just as good as the rest of it. But before I can do that, I want a bit of practice. That's what this is really about. So for the next 3 or 4 videos, I'm going to make these cool things. And if you're interested in one, they will be on eBay for sale at the end. Now, the final thing I want to say is thank you to my friend Kai for all his help yesterday, for teaching me new skills. New skills are an honor. They are a privilege and a gift. So thank you, brother. Let's stay in touch. Let's do a little bit more collaboration in the future. And it was fantastic to meet your family, and let's see you again soon. Okay, so there we are. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, ride safe. See you next time.
Well, I made a living just by selling my soul. And I keep on